Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Dee from crystalcraftswithdee. I have another unboxing to do for you today. This one is from SevenGreat. So SevenGreat, if you're not familiar with them, they are a budget-friendly website where they sell all different kinds of cross-stitch kits and cross-stitch supplies, that sort of stuff. They have a huge range. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They got really good pricing, that sort of thing. So anyway, I've chosen a few different bits and pieces. And they've also asked me to review something different, which I haven't done before. So we're going to get in there and have a look and see what we've got in there. So now I haven't actually opened this up properly. Just got it started so I don't struggle on camera. And I have, okay, so that's a little thing, but let's get that out of the road. So I have 1, 2, 3 Joy Sunday cross stitches. So we will start with the one on top. So this one here is a Joy Sunday cross stitch. It is a 14 count stamped cross stitch, and the size of the design is 19 by 22 centimeters. So it's a nice little one. They have a whole series on this little owl. They're absolutely adorable, and yeah, I'll get this one, but there's just so many that they have that are just absolutely adorable. So Joy Sunday comes in these beautiful Ziploc bags. They're great for keeping your project together. And on the back it has the instructions on how to do cross stitch, as well as how to wash your cross stitch Aida cloth. So in here, let me see. This is only Little, but I love these little projects because they're great for traveling, and it's kind of nice to just sort of get a project done reasonably quickly, because yeah, cross stitch can take a long time to get finished. So I usually have like a complicated one on the go, and I have a little one as well. So sometimes when I don't feel like getting into the nitty gritty and that sort of thing, I'll whip out just a little quick one, and I can just kind of do my cross stitch and not have to concentrate too much. Anyway, where are we? So that is the cover sheet there. So you have some full stitches and some back stitches, but not a lot of back stitch in there. And you've got your chart and canvas and colors. Let's have a look at that canvas. That is so cute. So Joy Sunday has the hemmed edges on the canvas there. It is clearly marked. Looks like it has 16 colors in it, so that's a decent amount on such a small little cross stitch. So there's all your symbols down the bottom there with the DMC reference numbers. It's also on your chart. But I'm just looking at that printing, and that printing looks really, really good. There's no problems at all following that. This is a really good beginner's project. I like how you got a little bit of detail going on up here, and then you've got some really nice bigger areas as well, so it's a good mix. But that's looking really, really good. Really nice. All right, we'll have a look. Yeah, one back stitch color, which is black. And on the chart, the back stitching, it shows you it's right across the top. And a bit on his scarf as well. So we'll have a look at the colors. So your colors come pre-sorted on a very easy to follow card, and you've got 2 needles there, and just having a look there. I love these colors. It's beautiful autumn colors, aren't they? Beautiful browns. That red's gorgeous. Nice and long threads. Are nice and soft. Really beautiful. Absolutely love them. That is gorgeous. So that is the owl there. So that looks pretty easy. I'll probably get started on that one first, I reckon. I think that's the smallest one that I got in this batch. And that's my little owl there. Very, very cute. I know there's another one. It's got autumn leaves. Another one is sitting on a branch in spring, I think. Anyway, they're just too cute. And they don't cost a lot of money. But he's so gorgeous. That's my son's phone. Alright, on to the next one. So we got this one here is another Joy Sunday. And this one's called Beautiful Flowers. And this is one of a series of 3 or 4, I can't remember. It's a small project, They've packed a lot in here, and they're just beautiful, different beautiful flowers. There's one that's got red flowers. I have that one as well. I have another one too. I think it's got smaller blue flowers. But anyway, I really love this series. I think it's really pretty, and they look really good framed together once they're finished. This is a 14 count stamped cross stitch, and it is 21 by 30 centimeters. So another lovely small project, nice and easy to do, again with your information on the back. Let's try and get this out without smushing everything. Nope, it's all coming out. Alright, that was ungraceful. Okay, so you have your canvas, colors, chart, and cover sheet. So there it is, a bit easier to see. I love the colors in this. I love this series. It's so pretty. Really, really beautiful. I don't think there's any backstitch in there either, but we will have a look. Chart, let me see. Oh yes, there is backstitch. Oh yeah. Detail in the foliage at the front. So that is a canvas there. Beautiful flowers. Again with your hemmed edging. Canvas is a little bit stiff, but that's okay. It does soften when you're working with it. You've got your symbols down the bottom and across the side as well. That's looking pretty good. I don't think there's any confetti in there. You got quite a bit of detail going on down the bottom here. Got some larger areas as well to do. So again, a nice mix of detail and blocking, but that looks like it's printed pretty good. And there are 29, is it 29? Yes, 29 full stitches, and there are 5 back stitch colors. So the back stitching is actually the detail in the stems and that of the foliage out the front there. I think that's all that's there, but that is beautifully printed. So look at the chart there. So you can see there, it's easy to read. That's one color there, and there's some pink as well. Easy to follow which backstitch colors you're doing, and there is your chart reference there with your DMC cross reference. 29 colors. So wow, that's a lot for a little guy like that. All right, let's have a look at the colors again. This is on your pre-sorted threads, and again you have 2 needles. Wow, look how beautiful and colorful they are. Really pretty colors. Those blues and purples, they look amazing. Nice long threads, nice and soft. There's the other side there. So that's your background color there. It should be 823 or something. Something like that. Look how beautiful those colors are. How gorgeous is that? Really, really pretty. Looking forward to doing that one because I haven't started the other ones in the series, so I'm, kind of eager to get them going. And I've got some frames set aside because I'm going to frame them all. I'll do them separately, but they look really good framed together. Okay, and that is that there. So a bit of detail going in there. This is a good project for a beginner if you want something, pretty substantial to sink your teeth into. Being a stamped cross stitch, it's just so much easier. If it was a counted cross stitch, I'd be like, no. Especially with all this detail down there, and if you're a beginner, yeah, I wouldn't bother. But with a stamped cross stitch, you can start anywhere you want, and you can do all these bigger areas first, or some people actually choose a color and then just do all the symbols and then finish that color. So they work color by color. Other people just sort of start in the middle or start all over the place. Everyone's different. I usually tend to start in this bottom right hand corner. I don't know why, but that's the way I've been doing it for years. But anyway, that looks really, really good. And that is that one there. How pretty is that? And I love this sort of dark navy background. It just really makes those flowers come forward, gives you a real good 3D effect. And this is really lovely too. I love this color blurring in the background. Really, really pretty. Right, on to the last cross stitch. So this is a Joy Sunday as well, and I just love this. I have seen this and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's called Midnight Snowman. It is a 14 count stamped cross stitch, 21 by 30 centimeters. And I just love the animals in the front here. I think they look so beautiful. I love the snowman's face. He's just got a beautiful face there. And I love this background. So that little spiral background. I just love this. And like I said, I've been having it sit there and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get that this time, I'm going to get that this time. Then I end up choosing something else and it's like, nope, that's it. I'm getting it. There we go. So, wow, that looks really colorful. That looks amazing. It's psychedelic. Okay, so you've got your canvas, you've got your colors, and you've got your chart. So there is backstitch in this. There you go. That is so pretty. How gorgeous is that? I just love the fox and the deer. And the little cardinal up the top there. That's so beautiful. How gorgeous is that? Alright, so we'll have a look at... Here we go. So that's canvas there. Again, it's a little bit stiff, but that's okay. It does work itself out once you're working on it. Looks like we've got a bit of a... Is it just me, or is that a bit skewed? Anyway, I'm not too stressed about that. Again, another smaller project. I have so many big, ginormous projects, and it's kind of refreshing to get these smaller ones again. So this one here, you've got a lot of symbols. And your, what are these guys? I think they're half stitches. French knots, okay. So you've got 3 French knot colors. You have 2, 4, 6 backstitch colors and 30 full stitch. So that's quite a lot going on such a small project. Again, a beginner could do this no problem. It does have some details in there, and you've got the French knots and you've got backstitch, but that's okay. You know, if you're a beginner or you're intermediate, advanced, it doesn't matter. It's got it all. That looks really good. I think it's printed really well, actually. So when you've got like a project that is smaller like this and you have a lot of colors, 30 colors is a lot. What I tend to do when I start these sorts of projects is I'll go through and I'll find the symbols that are a little bit harder to read on the canvas, because these little squares, they're so tiny. I don't know how they managed to fit these symbols on those teeny little squares. Some of them can be hard to see. So especially when you've stitched around it, it's kind of hard to work out, hang on, is that symbol or that one? And it's the finer ones, sort of like these little symbols here. These ones. It's quite often, so like with that one, quite often they'll have like a purple and a reddish purple of the same symbol, and that confuses the heck out of me. So I just usually get that done and out of the way. I'll just choose one of those and I'll just do all of them, and then I don't have to worry about trying to work out who's who. But I try to get those sort of symbols done first, and then it makes it a little bit easier as you go along. But anyway, you have your chart that they include with it. You do have your chart if you have any issues. But that looks really, really amazing. I love this psychedelic look. This looks so cool. But I think it's printed very well. And again, you've got your hemmed edges. So that's looking really, really good. And then on this sheet here, it's got all your different colors there. So you've got your French knots. So your French knots would probably be his buttons and his smile and probably the stars. And they are easy to find on here. The symbols. I've got S8 and U. Yeah, so if I show you sort of, you can easily tell it's got a circle around it. They're all the French knots. So if you wanted to change it up a bit, you could, like for me, I don't know what it is, but I really don't like doing French knots. I have enough problems making knots as it is. I don't want to make more knots, so I don't like doing French knots. So it is your project. You can do whatever you want. For me, I will probably use size 11 seed beads for the stars. I have white ones and I have sort of like a pearlish white one, so I'll probably use those, and I will do that for these little stars here. And then same with his buttons, I will probably use beads. If you don't want to use beads and you don't want to do French knots, let me have a look and see if they're actually on a proper square. The stars aren't. His smile, you see how they're on a proper square? You could just cross stitch that. And if they aren't, just move it over and cross stitch the square next to it. So there's other options. You're not sort of locked in. That's a French knot. Ugh. Or you can do your French knots. French knots look really, really good, but for some reason I don't like them and I don't do them. But I will probably use seed beads for those, and I will probably stitch, I don't know. I'll see what happens when I get in there. But anyway, there's a few different ideas if you wanted to kind of change it up a bit. Now the back stitch, you've got the back stitching outlining your animals, outlining his hat, the holly, that sort of thing. And I won't know till I get into it, but sometimes you can get away with not doing any back stitch. But I won't know till I get into it. But anyway, that looks really, really good. And I'm rambling, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to jump in here because I got so excited telling you all those things and rambling on that I forgot to show you the colors for the snowman. So anyway, I'll jump in, I'll show you the colors, and we can go back to the video. So the colors, I'll just get him out of the way. The colors come on these pre-sorted cards. Very easy to work out who's who. What I usually do is with the numbers there, I go through on the chart. Where's the chart? And I will mark off color 1. Oh, that's really annoying actually. I like it better when they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But anyway, they're all mixed up. But like with color 1, I will use a marker and put the symbol 3 above it. Color 2, I'll put the symbol S. Color 3, I'll put the symbol 8. And I just do that all the way across. So if I'm cross-referencing what I'm doing with the actual chart, then I can work out, you know, easily what's what. Anyway, so it comes on these pre-sorted threads, and we've got 2 cards there. There are 2 needles. And there's all the colors there. Very easy to see who's who and what's what. But look at those beautiful colors. I love all the blues. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? You're going to get some really beautiful shading with those blues and the greens and some of the browns. Really lovely colors. They're nice and soft, nice and long. So there you go. That's the colors. So sorry about that. I just got very overexcited. But anyway, we'll go back to the video now. Thank you. So that is cross stitch number 3. Really, really gorgeous. I love that. Okay, and last but not least, SevenGreat asked me if I would like to review these little things, and I said, what are they? I don't know what they are. They look interesting. They're little silicone curly cute things. I didn't know what they were. They are called, what are they called? Bobbin spool holder. Anyway, I looked them up a bit on good old Google, and what they are is you can make them as big or as small as you want, so they're adjustable. And what they do is when you have thread with like these little bits everywhere, you apparently just put that over top. Like that, and it holds your threads so that it doesn't unwind, because actually when I got this out of my container, it was like all unwound and tangled up. So if I had one of these, it wouldn't have done that. But anyway, I thought that was pretty nifty, and it can fit any size spool, which is pretty handy. So that's that one. They come in all different colors. They're not expensive at all. Where's my little thing? I got some little blending filament here. I think it's too small, but we'll have a look. yeah, so these are actually really handy. Actually, it's not super snug, but it does a job. So there you go. It is adjustable. You can use it on virtually any spool, and it just stops it all from unwinding. And they're not very expensive at all, and they come in a 2-pack. Interesting. So I quite like that. I might actually get a few more because I have a few of these spools that go absolutely everywhere. I got quite a few of these filament ones, and they just go everywhere and tangle up and get tangled into each other. But there you go. That is a thread stopper clip bobbin spool holder, and they come in a set of 2. That's pretty cool. Alrighty, so that's what I got from SevenGreat. So I got some wonderful projects there. Absolutely gorgeous. 3 totally different projects. The beautiful midnight snowman. These gorgeous, beautiful flowers. And last but not least, this absolutely adorable owl. It is so cute. 3 beautiful cross-stitch projects, plus your little spool holders. How cool is that? Absolutely gorgeous projects that I got from SevenGreat. I'd like to thank SevenGreat very much for sending these out to me for review. I will be featuring some of these in the not too distant future and show you how I go with it, especially with this one here. Show you how I do the seed beads and all that sort of thing, adding that to that. But yeah, I'll probably end up down the track doing all of them on camera. We'll see how we go, but keep your eyes peeled for those videos in the not too distant future. So thank you so much, SevenGreat. I love them. They're absolutely gorgeous, and thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!